Hi, this is Jessica Sitomer at the greenlightcoach.com, and the number 8 most frequently asked question I get, and it's usually online, is from people who want to know, what if I don't know anybody in the entertainment industry? Well, what that means is just simply that you need to get to know people in the entertainment industry. Now, usually I get this from people who are from another city or even another country, or maybe they're in Los Angeles and they're just not related to anybody, don't have contacts in the industry. That doesn't mean that there's no hope for you. It means the exact opposite. It means that you're an open slate. So instead of sticking to the people who you know and just hoping to ride their coattails, it means you get to pick and choose selectively who you're going to target, who you're going to get to know. Now, there's 2 steps to this. The first step is to target people specifically who you want to get to know. And the second step is to sort of blanket Hollywood or blanket the industry of wherever you are, because there tend to be in each city some type of entertainment world, whether it be through community theater or whether it be, you can find out if there is a production hub in your state or in your country, like wherever you are. Find out where there are people who are making short films or doing webisodes. You can find people in the community just by Googling and searching for them. And what you want to do is start getting to know as many people as possible. So that's if you're in a small town, you're not here. Now, for the people who are actually in Hollywood or New York, and there are a lot of people who work in the industry there, the second part of it, which I said is to kind of blanket the city, is to get out there networking. And you want to meet as many people as you can quickly. Now, don't judge the people by what classification they are, because you never know who they know or who they're related to. So many times I'll meet a camera operator who will go to a networking event and he'll be frustrated because, oh, it was all like directors and writers and actors, and I was really looking to meet directors of photography. Well, who do you think hires the directors of photography? The directors, the producers, the writers, and the actors always have to know the directors of photography because they're the ones that make them look good. So instead of getting really stuck on what classification they are, start looking for people that you have like-minded sensibilities with. You want to meet the people who you enjoy being around, who you have things in common with, and they're in the industry, because that will mean that the people who they will eventually introduce you to also have the like-minded sensibilities, also enjoy doing the same things you do. So whereas before people are concerned about, well, I don't want to be phony, I don't want to just, I don't need any more friends, that's a limiting decision. Everyone can use more friends, and if they happen to be in the entertainment industry, that's even better. So find people who like to surf, or find other mothers and fathers who have kids that you can do barbecues with. Find people who like to run marathons, or people who bike ride, play hockey. There's a lot of hockey leagues out here in Los Angeles. You want to find the people who have the like-minded sensibilities, so not only are you friends and have things in common, but they're people who want to hang out with you on set, because let's face it, if you guys have a break and everybody plays basketball, you're going to have a good time on that break, whereas if everybody just kind of went their own separate ways, it's not as much of a fun environment on the set. So that's what I mean by blanketing. You want to get to know as many people as possible quickly, because once you know about 100 people that you met at networking events, then with the first part, which we said target people specifically, the people who can specifically hire you, then you can go to those 100 people and say, hey, these are the 20 people I'm trying to meet. Do you know them, or do you know anyone who knows them? Another thing to do besides networking events is going to Q&A panels. So Q&A panels are another great way to meet the people who are the panelists, and you want to treat that in a very professional way. And one of the great secrets to doing that is, for your first one, go and watch the people who bombard the panelists and see all the things they do wrong. You can tell by the way the panelist is reacting to them if people are like stepping too close and they're kind of backing up against the wall, or if the panelist says, I'm sorry, I'm not accepting scripts, and they're like, but can't you take my script? But can't you just take my script? Those people who don't take no for an answer. And once you see what everyone's doing wrong, And then those couple of people who are doing things right, you'll have more confidence next time that you'll be able to get up and say something that makes you stand out. And once you say something that makes you stand out in a good way, then you'll be able to follow up with them and say, hey, I met you on that panel. You spoke afterwards, and I was the one who asked you the question about whatever you asked that question about. Then suddenly you are no longer a cold call, then you're a warm call. And we all like to know somebody and have that kind of warm, like-minded sensibility with them. So go out there and meet people. I know a lot of you feel like, well, I'm behind the camera for a reason, or I stay in the edit bay with a dark room for a reason, or I'm an actress because I like to be in character. But really, you're just out there to meet people and enjoy sharing stories and hearing their stories. So that's how you go out there and meet people when you don't know anyone.